So, hello, welcome to my vlog. I will be doing a little bit of a voiceover because I was not able to actually vlog and talk to the camera. We went on a cruise, so of course we drove to Galveston, and yeah, it was a long drive. I think it takes about 4 hours for us to get to Galveston, but obviously in the video we're like instantly there. And here is the ship. We went straight away, like from driving to getting on the ship. We usually kind of stop in Galveston and stop at the beach for a while, but we got on the ship quickly. Then this was us on the port, like waiting to get on the ship. And yeah, this is the little ramp you go through to go from building to ship. You know what I'm saying? Because there's obviously like water. So this is, what we usually do when we first get on the ship. There's a ton of people out. Everybody's out. Nobody's able to get into the room yet. So first thing I kind of typically do is get a burger because they're quick to get. They're easy to get. They're not long, super long lines. So yeah, got some lemonade and a burger, and it was slapping that first day. There's the kids. Yeah. She talking about 2:30.
Taking a video. I just see a giant long boat back there. I see a long boat back there.
So, I will just be kind of coming in and out. Some of this I won't be talking throughout the whole video. This was the first dinner. We had salmon and a Caesar salad and a chocolate cake. Here's the boys playing in the room. It's good to see them just, doing them. And my grandma was with us too, so that's why that scooter is there. And then this was breakfast. We had breakfast, like dining every day, because that's what my mom, she likes to be bougie and dine. There's like a dining option, and there's like an option to do the buffet upstairs on the 10th deck, which is the Lido deck. But we like to be bougie and do the, you know. So this was the first day. We were just kind of, vibing and stuff. But yeah. So it seems like this is the only privacy that I really have. This is the first time I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if you can really hear me, but I haven't had a private moment to really speak to you guys yet. I don't even know what to say at this point. I've been just recording everything, and I probably will just do a voiceover because I probably will not have time to, or just like I said, the privacy to really talk to you guys. I'm sharing a room with my grandma and my kids, so you can see how tall I am compared to the door. Just size reference, I'm pretty tall. But this is the fit today. Well, for now, I'm gonna change into my swimsuit. All right. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not gonna take it to dinner.
This was lunch. Really recommend the meatball sandwich. You have to have them cook it for you or make it for you or whatever, but oh my gosh. And then this was like a truffle sauce or whatever. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but this day we ended up being really frustrated because we had to wait a long time for dinner. They do this weird special seating thing where you have to sign up way in advance to get a seat, and it was just, I don't know, I'm not going to go into details of it, but it was a frustrating night waiting for dinner. So everything ended up working out though, so it's fine.
Mama, the baby.
Maybe this is that better?
Mommy, the baby.
Are you covering up the camera?
Can you please get off the floor?
This was day 3, and this was when we finally got to the Florida Keys. This is what we're looking at. We are docked. Usually what we did was when we were docked, we would wait like an hour or two or whatever. We would wait until we would get off. So that's kind of what was happening. Normally people get off as soon as they possibly can. But we kind of waited a while. So yeah, but here we are. We finally got off the ship. Of course, I needed my sun hat, my sunglasses, and a fan and music in my ears. We were in the Florida Keys this day. It was super hot, so that fan was definitely very helpful. The Florida Keys were not something that was super exciting to me because I was like, I'm still in the United States. I need to be in a foreign country. But it was something to do. And we also went to this cool outdoor restaurant, and there wasn't much to say about this day. Yeah. We've been just chilling at this restaurant for a minute. I'm talking to the camera. And basically, I'm ready to go back. We're in Florida right now, Florida Keys. So like, yeah. So here's the ship up close outside, and it intrigues me to see the ship because this is what be selling the seas. This is what be in the middle of the ocean, on its own. So this day, it was dinner time, and I actually got really, really sick this day. Like, this was the only day that I was really sick. I don't like being sick on vacation. I literally had a hood on my head because I just could not, like, I almost didn't even come to dinner because I was so sick. I could barely eat. I had hardly any appetite. I just was just not in a good mood that night. I don't know. I genuinely do not remember what this was. I think this was the snails. They call it escargot. I think I only ate like one. It was just really oily and buttery, very slimy and chewy. So this was the next day. We went to the Bahamas. This was Freeport, Bahamas. This was more like just kind of like a port, and there was really nothing to really do. You could take a cab and go somewhere, but we really just stayed in this area. So there was really nothing to do but just like shop and just listen to music and sit and eat. It was also incredibly hot, but at the same time, as you see the clouds, it looks like it's going to rain. And it did indeed rain, but we did get back on the ship before it rained. Usually in touristy places, you will see a lot of stands that look like this. They just have a plethora of stuff, and they just want to sell you stuff. That's it. But yeah, as you can see, I was hot. I had my fan in clutch, my hat that I didn't really wear a ton on the trip like I should have. But I mean, they have knockoff bags. They have all types of stuff. I didn't really buy anything on the whole entire trip that I kind of regret now, but it's fine. And we just sat here and chilled for a while and pretty much got back on the ship. So really wasn't much going on this day. Someone back here sleeping, and I look crazy. We are in Freeport, Bahamas. I'm finally in the room, just me and him, and hopefully nobody comes because I've been chilling in here for a while alone. I just haven't been having much of time to myself. I don't think I had any time to myself, honestly. And right here is the bunk bed. This is where Remy sleeps. This is where me and Adam sleeps. These are what the hallways look like. They're very narrow, and they're very long walk. Like if you on way on the other side of the ship, it can be a daunting little walk. But you know, I just took some time to do me and just kind of sit. It really isn't alone time because there's always people around, but I just kind of sat and looked at the ocean for a while. As I was taking this video, there were people like literally looking at me, so it was kind of awkward. For dinner, it was, what was this? Broccoli and cheese soup, which was pretty good. Cocktail shrimp, like always, very good. And this was some type of sirloin steak. It was good as well. And then for dessert, I had just some fruit. Wasn't very sweet, but it was fine. So they often play movies on the deck at nighttime, and they were playing Black Panther, the new one, and they had popcorn for $4, which I was like, they lost their mind. So me and the boys went and just got some sandwiches. They do serve sandwiches late hours of the night, and they also serve pizza 24 hours. Next day you are witnessing is the best day of my life, probably. So it starts off with a nice lovely breakfast. We had a nice view of the private island beach that the next where our destination was. Sorry for the stuttering. Very beautiful. Just this view, like I can't even explain it to you. So we had to get on a boat and actually get to the island. Sometimes you have to do that when they don't have a port. But what I really love about this island that it was owned by Carnival Cruise Lines, and so basically they had their own private island. And I hate to say this, but like, you know, there wasn't like tourists there wasn't locals trying to sell you stuff. And all that stuff. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I appreciate going to places and seeing locals, but sometimes this was such a beautiful, interesting experience, just going somewhere and really just being able to enjoy yourself without feeling like someone is going to scam you or try to sell you something and things like that. Like, just really enjoying yourself. Also, mind you, this is the most beautiful beach I've ever been to in my entire life. I really don't want to just talk throughout this because I do want you to just enjoy some of the vibes, because it was really just truly like, look at that water, white sand, clear light blue water. It was just a dream. Like, this is the best beach I've ever been on. I would specifically go back on this exact cruise just to go back to this island again. Like, I really got to go back here because this was beautiful and I did not have enough time to be here. I wish I could live here. Like, this beach was just so beautiful. But yeah. was quite a long montage, and this was a tent that someone gave us for free, and I just chilled here by myself with a fan while everybody else was doing something, and this was honestly a vibe right here. Like, this is what I needed. Is this a church? A little chapel? You literally can like get married right here. Wow. So this is me basically walking. I was with Adam and we were trying to find food, and funny story, we were not able to find food in enough time. My mom and my older son went first, and we were supposed to wait for them to come back, but instead of waiting for them to come back, we just, oh yeah, he was full of sand and everybody thought that was funny. So we didn't, we missed the lunch or whatever, but it was okay. And then we went back to the beach. We actually went to the other side of the beach, where was actually the crowded side of the beach. See that secluded part of the beach that you saw? I literally walked like 20 minutes away to where like there was like nobody. And that's where I was earlier. But if you're closer, then it's a lot more populated. So there was a lot more people over here, but it was cool. I also kind of wanted to show a montage of me putting my phone under the water, but it really was honestly a fail. This was the first time I had an underwater sleeve thing to put over my phone, and I wanted to kind of capture the clear water, but instead what I was capturing was the sand and stuff, so it really was not giving what I really wanted it to give, but I guess it is what it is. A gas of sand. So it's definitely bittersweet to have to go back. Like, I wanted to stay forever, but at the same time, you're hot, you're tired, you're full of sand. I just haven't ate all day, so I was ready to kind of get back, but unfortunately, like at the same time, I'm not coming back. So this is out of sequence. I edited the next clip before I edited this clip, so this is kind of not gonna make a ton of sense, but I kind of said in my next clip how some of the clips are gonna be vertical instead of horizontal, and to be honest with you, I figured out how to fix that. So this clip itself was originally vertical, but I was able to flip it in the editing app. So that's random and cool, but whatever. Anyway, so these were actually our waiters, except for one other waiter we had. I think he might be over there, I don't know. But I love them, especially the woman. She's from Vietnam, I believe. I can't really remember. No, the Philippines. I think she's from the Philippines. She was amazing. Can you believe that woman is like in her 40s? I think she said she was like 45 or something. She looked so young and beautiful, like, but also goals. Like when my kids grow up and I'm like grown, I probably am going to end up working on a cruise ship as well, unless I'm like a millionaire or something and I'm able to own a boat. But other than that, that's like my plan. Like when my kids get grown, I plan on just working on a cruise ship. So yeah, this man that's dancing, he's so eccentric and he's so funny. But yeah.
Oh, he's just irritable.
So here is me at nighttime by the pool. If I would have known, I would have done a lot more night swimming because they kept the pool open for a long time at nighttime, and no one is in the pool at nighttime. You literally get a pool or a hot tub to yourself. The next destination was also Nassau, Bahamas. Now this is the actual actual place. This is not a private island anymore. You know, this is a place where people live and stuff. So this was the view, and then we got off. Well, there was actually a bunch of cruise ships here I think there was 2 more other cruise ships. One was Royal Caribbean, another one was something else. So here's the locals when we got at right at the port. See, you know, basically they're ready to sell you something. So they were ready to drive us somewhere. The man in the red shirt ended up being our cab driver. He was super cool, super nice, super amazing. He almost gave me like a father kind of vibe. He kind of felt like a dad. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but yeah, this was really cool seeing you know, I love going to places where I see black people because I'm like, these are my people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go places and you see like, you know, like Hispanic people or whatever, and it's fine. I just feel like, you know what, black people, like, these are my people. So anyway, he was driving us around, and I apologize in advance for some of the clips in this is going to be not horizontal. And to be honest with you, the reason why is because I just was too lazy to manually turn it around. I cannot turn the clips around in iMovie for some reason on my phone, so I have to kind of manually do it, and I just kind of didn't feel like doing that. So I guess you could turn your head a little bit if you wanted to kind of see the view. But he was telling us about how there were billionaires that lived there and stuff, and people who were in those yachts and stuff. And it's just, let me just tell you, the Bahamas is a place I've got to go back. I've got to go back here. Like, it's so beautiful here. I just cannot, you know what I'm saying? I cannot explain to you, especially this hotel that I'm going to show you. I got to go back to this exact hotel. I got to go back to this exact place in the Bahamas. It was just so beautiful. So this is the hotel. I mean, it's a mall and a hotel. So it has all these like big luxury, expensive stores, but it was very beautiful. I think it's called the Paradise Hotel. I took a picture next to this Gucci sign. You know, I like being around luxury and nice things, so I was just so like happy about this. They had a full casino in there. I'm like, where are we? Is this Las Vegas? Like, it literally felt like we were in Las Vegas for a minute being in this hotel. And look how beautiful it is. It's just so much detail, and I would go back to the Bahamas just to stay at this hotel and just go to the beach and things like this. Is, man, like one of the best places I've been to. I didn't even think the Bahamas was going to be all that like this, but this is definitely one of my top 5 favorite destination spots, and it's probably number 1 or 2. But yeah. It's just beautiful. They have Nobu over there. Have I walked too far? Huh?
No, see, one car, please.
Oh, I was gonna say, because we're supposed to meet our driver.
Seven.
See that?
Yeah, and 230,000 people on this island,
Oh, really?
but 400,000 on the Bahamas.
Oh,
Billionaires.
You know what I mean? And the rest of them.
Just casually meet a billionaire over here.
yeah, really? Big one.
Some island you can go to, you can do an island to yourself. Could you imagine just you?
So our tour guide, he took us to this restaurant where he was telling us about how this man would catch conches or whatever they're called, a conch or whatever. So he captured one, and he taught us how to break it, and he ate it or something or whatever. It was just really interesting. I don't think I'm gonna show you the full process, but yeah, he captured it. He broke the shell or something like that. He took it out and he like ate it or whatever. And then we ended up eating the fried conches afterwards, and it was good. It was very chewy or whatever. But,
Alright. Look at that, look at that. You need to know how to take a conch out. I'm going to teach you because in the Caribbean, they have other conch, right? You can eat conch without cooking. So if you get lost, you need to survive.
okay, but side note, this reminded me of the magic conch in SpongeBob, where they're like asking it questions and it says whether yes or no, whatever. The magic conch. That's what it reminded me of, but yeah. He said it's good.
No way. That gummy bear he won't.
See? You would never know she's from America.
Nope.
I know. Seriously.
Seriously. Seriously. I believe you. I know, right?
Okay, so listen.
Drinking coconut water.
Yes, it's my favorite.
Really? Yes. Wow, man, you got island in you. You're all island.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure you'll live a lot longer too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, they say people who live near the ocean live long. That's what
Oh, I know.
It just sounds right, eh? There's coconut everywhere. Look at that. Who let the dog out?
The
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah, the Bahamas. That's because the group of the Bahamas really sing that song, you know, right?
Yeah, the Bahamas.
For a coin.
The Bahamas.
Yeah!
I wanted to stop at this beach so bad. I thought we were gonna stop for a few minutes, but we were not able to stop. Even this beach is quite beautiful, but as you can see, some beaches, you know, are, like I said, the other beach was like top tier, but this beach is still beautiful. It's still in the Bahamas, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. There's kind of some debris or whatever, some trash here and there, but trust me, this is still a top tier beach compared to other beaches I've seen, especially like Galveston, Texas. Galveston Beach is like sewer water, so still a beautiful beach, but it just still doesn't compare to that my favorite private island beach. Like, oh my gosh. But random side note, there's a guy on the cruise ship who was a DJ, and he's Indian and he's tall, and I thought he was so cute. I ended up seeing him walking on the street, and obviously I didn't say anything to him or anything. I might bring him up again because I really didn't notice him too much in the beginning, but like towards the last like 2 nights, I really like had this huge crush on him. But it's kind of one of those things that's just like innocent, because you know you're never gonna see this person ever again, and it's just like, you know, you don't really entertain it or whatever. But you know, it was whatever. I did end up talking to him like literally when we were leaving off the ship, but I did not take any of his information because once again, it's just, you know, a one-time thing. But yeah. This was the buffet food since we did not eat when we were off the ship, so this came in clutch. Just a random assortment of food. And yeah. Saying goodbye to the Bahamas. It was just so sad. Like, sometimes going on cruises are very sad because like you just go somewhere, it's so amazing, and then you just leave, and it's just like, at least when you like go somewhere through a flight, you can stay there for. I am literally trying my hardest to show you every meal. This was a shrimp thing and a steak thing. Dang, that steak is like rare. But it really wasn't all that. But you know, I just noticed the food on this cruise wasn't just like all that. It was like decent. Then we watched Black Adam, which is funny because my youngest son's name is Adam, and so, you know, whatever. But that was a pretty good movie. We actually saw the whole movie, so yeah. Breakfast time. Top tier breakfast. The steak, the eggs, the bacon, the fries. And then lunch. Basically, this was the time that we finally put the kids in the Camp Carnival or whatever. And then lunch, lobster tails. So yeah, and then creme brulee. Yeah, it's just a random assortment of videos because I really was just, I guess you could say, chilling on this last 2 days or whatever. This is finally was able to catch a show. We caught a Michael Jackson show, so I might try and show you some of that.
Let me take you to the best, 'cause I want to love you. Be my tea, pretty young thing. You need some love, TLC to the love, yeah. And now, take you there, take you there.
It was kind of giving unseasoned Michael Jackson, not gonna lie, but I will cut him some slack because he is literally white and he's not an actual worldwide pop star. So he actually did a very good job considering. This is another thing I would love to do on a cruise is just be the entertainment, because they have an assortment of entertainment. They have stuff like this. They have a comedian and things like that. Now, I'm not good at comedy, but I could do something like this, you know, like they have different things. So you just gotta know how to sing and dance, you know?
Annie, are you okay? So, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Then they had a deck party that night. This is apparently what Carnival Cruise is known for, is just having a bunch of parties and being lit and stuff. I've only ever cruised with Carnival, so I know what's up, but I was not like super enthused. I'm not that big of a party person, to be honest. There just was a lot of people and stuff, and I don't know, like I wasn't really feeling it too much, but this was something that the kids were able to do, so that was good. It's kind of a running joke that my oldest son, Remy, looks like Prince. So like they were playing a lot of Prince music and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know, my oldest son, he kind of looks like Prince to me. The curly hair, the light skin, you know, even in his face, he kind of looks like Prince. But it's just a little inside joke.
That's what I like it. Who on Team Prince knows all of the words to this song? Who knows it? Sweet dreams are who am I to decide?
Turn it up. To the left.
So what you're seeing here is when the good DJ came, because the DJ that I had a crush on, like, he's beautiful, but he has terrible taste in music. Nobody was on the dance floor dancing. However, it just gives me a lot of PTSD watching these clips, because basically I was alone, and it's really not good to go to these clubs alone because, like, nobody wants to dance with you. Sometimes you come across some friendly people, and there have been cruises I've been on where I have come across some friendly people, but to be honest with you, these people were honestly kind of rude and did not want to make friends. So in this next clip, you will actually see that I mean, you can see right there, there's the DJ. I'm kind of being a little bit creepy by just recording him, but yeah, like I randomly edited this, and I was gonna post it somewhere, but I was just like, I don't know. But he's tall, handsome, nerdy, like I don't know. But and he's India, like he's from India, so like yeah, he had an accent and everything. Finally, the last full day, this is what I had for lunch. And as you can tell, I was in the hot tub before this because my hair was wet. And yeah, like I said, we put the kids in a little kids camp thing, so they had fun. And yeah, I mean, it was our last day. I kind of was, you know, when you get to the last day of your cruise, a part of you is sad, but a part of you is ready to go back home for some reason. Now I'm home and I'm like, oh, I wish I can go back. I would give anything to go back. But I really just was, you know, you just kind of get homesick. You kind of value your privacy, you know, saying stuff like that. So, but I did want to make the most out of my last day. And I really feel like I did, because I pretty much had a hot tub to myself, which is rare because it's usually like flooded with people. So it was really cool to actually relax in the hot tub and take some pictures and just chill. I do think that I made the most of the last day. So yep. So the last dinner, I don't even know anymore. I think this was frog legs, and yeah, you know, the kids being crazy. Look at Remy just being absolute crazy. Me and Adam and his cute little outfit. Yeah. Look at how big you are. Look at you. No, I did not gamble, but I was just impressed about how advanced these slot machines are now. You know, like they're all like have these big LED screens and stuff. And I mean, there were just rows upon rows of these. You know, I haven't been to Vegas in a long time, so. And then once again, this was me just having the opportunity to myself. I don't really know what I was doing here, but yeah. What do you know? As I was getting up, I found a duck, and basically, they did this thing where they hid ducks all around the ship, and my son has been collecting them, and I think this might be his 10th duck or his 9th duck. So I don't know if he's gonna find another one to have 10, but that was a cute little surprise. Goodbye, room. We spent 8 days cramped up in here. But now it's time to leave. You served
Yeah, I
us
can
well.
read when I get
So we are way off the ship by now. We were on our way back home. But what's a road trip without stopping at Buc-ee's? Yes, I do live in Texas. I don't know if they're only in Texas or not, but every time I go, I'm just like so like overwhelmed, but also like happy by all the things. I didn't spend any money in the Bahamas, didn't buy any souvenirs, but somehow I spent $50 at Buc-ee's. I just, I don't even know. But yeah, they have really good barbecue sandwiches. And just, they have a lot of stuff.